Aloha, I'm Erica Lemkel, principal broker and owner of Seaside Realty, one of the only female-owned brokerages here in Hawaii. We're proud to support FlHi Girls Surfing and Sports. Seaside Realty is here to assist with your buying, selling, and property management needs on Oahu. Come see us in historic Haleiwa at the North Shore Marketplace.
She wakes up and takes up a surfboard, heads out from the seashore. From the water where she lives, she's got no fears or worries at all right there. Just the smell of salt water that's in the air and the sunrise. She's walking on water. She's walking on water.
Aloha gang, Corey Harvey here with FlHi Girls Surfing and Sports. And it is spring. On this show, we got lots of action for you. We have the Rel Sun Menehune competition that celebrates the spirit and legacy of Auntie Rel Sun, who was an amazing wahine. Also, the tour heats up and some cuts were made. At home, state champions are awarded, and we look forward to giving them a chee-hoo! We go to El Salvador for the ISA Longboard World Titles. So thanks for joining us. Let's kick it off with the ISA Longboard in El Salvador. Check it out.
Bienvenido a El Salvador.
Hello everybody to beautiful El Salvador for the Surf City El Salvador ISA World Longboard Surfing Championships. You guys are already part of this amazing United Nations of Surfing, coming from a record amount of countries, record amount of athletes.
Thank you, ocean.
Thank you. When you go home at the end of this competition, you will be loving El Salvador more than you love it today at the opening ceremony. I know how it is. I've been going there for 5 years. All the best, all my love, all my stoked, all my happiness to all of you guys.
Welcome to day 2 of competition for the Surf City El Salvador ISA World Longboard Championship 2024. Ben Skinner with a 9.17, the highest single wave score of the men's division for Team England.
Be surfing for that higher score as we see him navigate through that really peaky section with that hang 5.
Yeah, stoked to get one. I mean, been watching it all morning, been so many waves, and the first half of our heat, it just turned off. It's the way it goes. And then a big set came. My first wave was bumpy and hard, and then the second one I picked was really nice and clean and had a nice wall to it, and it felt really good. Stoked to get into the excellent range and keep going.
Team Brazil's Luana Soares with the highest single wave score of the event, a 9.33.
É muita felicidade vir falar para vocês o quanto eu tô sentindo do meu 9.33. Posso dizer que a onda de El Salvador é uma onda fantástica, mágica e proporciona apresentar um belo surf constante. E eu dei o meu melhor, espero dar mais do meu melhor, eu machuquei meu pé, mas foi muito boa.
Team Costa Rica's Leah Diaz with an 8.50.
Costa Rica up and riding straight to the nose, just behind as kind of maybe an inch off of the tip of the nose with each of these hang 5s. First wave on the board, as she'll nosedive there. We'll track now with Leah Diaz, who's bumpy section on the inside, but she's doing well to absorb all that bump with her ankles.
Rachel Tilley gets an 8.50 for Team USA.
Yes, 8.50 meg for this wave. So that will be Rachel's highest ride of the event.
That wraps up day 2 of competition. Tune in tomorrow for more action.
It was so beautiful, so clean. The surfers must have been stoked to have such good conditions. We'll give you the finals later, but don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we go to the Rel Sun Menehune contest, and we have some voice from Auntie Rel herself.
Aloha, I'm Erica Lemkel, principal broker and owner of Seaside Realty, one of the only female-owned brokerages here in Hawaii. We're proud to support FlHi Girls Surfing and Sports. Seaside Realty is here to assist with your buying, selling, and property management needs on Oahu. Come see us in historic Haleiwa at the North Shore Marketplace.
Hawaii now has an option for taking care of your brain. The Brain Train Hawaii is in Haleiwa. Neurofeedback is great for concussions, insomnia, depression, anxiety, migraines, learning disabilities, and much, much more. Be the best you can be with Brain Train Hawaii.
What? Try before you buy. Should've tried before you buy.
There's a better way. Get to Surf and Sea in Haleiwa. We've adapted to the changing times, and we're Hawaii's ocean sports headquarters. Boards, SUPs, diving equipment, and more, where you really can try before you buy. We're on the beach. Why aren't you?
Artlist.io. But the girls know that surfing sets them free. And they know that they can be just as unconscious as the guys, but they're more aware once they're in the water. And they just can go out in the water and set themselves free and not have to worry about anything, don't want to eat, don't want to do anything but surf. They're hooked. And that's a nice addiction, surfing. And to always say, but one more. And you kind of get this addictive personality, but nothing's wrong with that as long as it's healthy. I started when I was 4. And there were 5 kids in my family, and we competed for one surfboard for about 10 years. And it wasn't until 10 years later that I won my first surfboard, and I slept with it for about 2 weeks, I think. And it was my best friend. And can you imagine when you're 4 to know what love is for the first time in your life? I mean, talk about awareness and consciousness. I mean, I've never felt better, and it's been that way with me forever. And I will always have that love. And the one thing that surfing enabled me to do is to be a gypsy, as far as my soul is concerned, and to love being a gypsy. I think it's important for a girl growing up to have sports. Surfing's wonderful because the self-esteem you get from surfing. You can get last in your heat, but you feel like a winner all the time. And that's what the ocean does for you, you know. And so most girls that surf are good athletes in high school, I know that much. They just chance them, you know, they go for it. And they don't hold back because you're surrounded by guys. It's kind of like you're living in a guy's world, but I kind of like to think that they're living in my world. But we're on a parity with them, you know, and so there are no limits. You realize there are no limitations to you. You're just another human being just like them.
Rael Sun was one of the most famous Wahine Hawaiian surfers. She was the first Wahine lifeguard, and she was a hula dancer. She also started that contest to keep the keiki out of trouble, to help the keiki grow and become better water people. And as you can see, they are thriving thanks to Auntie Rael. She was an ambassador of aloha and women's equality, and you can't help but fall in love with her smile. We'll be right back.
Height surf warning remains in effect until 6 a.m. Sunday. What? Surf with 35 to 50 feet along north-facing shores of Niihau, Hawaii, Oahu, Molo Krabi, and Maui. Surf with 25 to 35 feet along west-facing shores of Niihau, Hawaii, Oahu, and Molo Krabi.
FlHi Girls Surfing and Sports is proudly brought to you by the North Shore Surf Girls Surf School. Remember to keep our reef safe by using Reef Safe sunscreen.
About 100,000 animals such as dolphins, turtles, and whales die every year due to plastic bags. Many animals eat plastic bags, mistaking them for food. Protect your beach. Bag it right. A reminder from the Surfrider Foundation. Thousands of cigarette butts litter our parks and beaches. Is Kauai in the ashtray? Smokers, if you're in your car or at the beach, hang on to your butts. Protect ocean wildlife and keep Kauai clean. A reminder from the Surfrider Foundation.
These are our top single wave scores of day 4 of competition. Edouard Del Pero for Team France gets an excellent score of a 9.23.
Long stretched out hang 5 here, wing nut, as we see him go for that big carve. So these Edouard with the wave selection up.
The plan was to catch the good ones, whether you get the rhythm or not at the beginning for the first exchange, and then plan regarding what's happening and try to sneak out the good ones. And I got lucky on the last exchange, definitely put me in a really good position, so yeah.
Japan's Kai Hamase with an 8.93.
Like what we're seeing from Kai Hamase of Japan. What an incredible opening nose ride. Shuffles those feet around just a little bit to kind of readjust that positioning of that hang 5, and perfectly poised now as he pedals off the nose. Kind of like that fast section gives him enough of a corner with some power to link into another 5 to 10 combo on the inside section.
Declan Whiten gets an 8.83 for Team Australia. Team Hawaii's Honolulu Bloomfield gets an 8.0.
Full nose rides here, sets herself up for a great looking line as well.
I feel like I definitely tend to deal with conditions like these at home, and I've had to just go for it a lot of my life at I don't know, Pipeline, for instance, or Pupukea, the big sandbars. I try to go out as big as possible.
Rachel Tilley gets a 7.17 for Team USA.
Rachel laying into that rail work really well. Steady footwork into that perched hang 10.
Team Peru's Maria Fernanda Reyes with a 6.90.
Who have been the fiercest of competitors in professional longboarding for so many years. Maria on the inside with a 5 to 10 combination back to the 10. This is fantastic surfing coming through from the Peruvian.
That wraps up day 4 of competition.
Okay, let's head over to Bells Beach and let's see who rang the bell. Ding!
Go, Breeze. Take the bell.
Yeah, I just felt really just in the moment and connected with Bells and thinking about the history here and all the incredible surfers that have come before us and the people that have come before us, and the sunrise was insane this morning, and I don't know, I felt like I was meant to be here.
It's always nice to come out with a win, but happy just to find my groove really and just get a couple waves. But it was tricky, hard to find a good wave that would line up, and happy to get it done.
swimmers, you're champion.
When you're at this high of a level, you kind of have to, everyone's so good, so you have to kind of figure out ways to have an edge over them, because surfing doesn't do the job anymore, you know? You have to figure out all these different things, and there's so much things to think about. Me and Tommy were like breaking it down, just like, he's just like, yeah, this is like too much for you to think. This is like too much for a girl to think about. Like,
I think it went pretty good for me. I caught a couple good ones, but I don't think I won. I think I got second, but that's okay. The goal for this competition is to win. Win the whole thing. Bowls is kind of like a mini pipeline. It's really fast and it's really bowly, you know. I guess you gotta kind of just catch the good ones to score a good wave. I mean, even on the little ones, you can score a pretty good one, so.
British Alama.
It was kind of slow, but that one set that I had, I just felt confident that I would do good on it. So I caught it, and I knew they were scoring snaps better, so that's what I did, and I got a good score. I got a good score for it. It just helps you to better yourself, and the girls are very competitive in this contest, and the HSA, they're very competitive, and you just, yeah, it betters yourself and makes you more confident.
It's been really fun throughout the season. I've been working so hard for this, and I'm really proud of myself. I'm so blessed to have this opportunity, sponsored by Oakley, Little Hands, Black Bear. I'm so appreciated, and I wish I can just have more too and just win more. Probably my best maneuver for today is probably a blowtail. I did. That's what I got a 7 on, probably. That's what made this all happen.
Heading back to El Salvador, and how did Team Hawaii do?
Welcome to Finals Day for the Surf City El Salvador ISA World Longboard Championship. The bronze medal goes to Rodrigo's Fire for Team Brazil. Team Japan's Taki Noe gets the silver medal.
An 897 and up and riding still now, an incredibly committed nose ride.
And with the gold medal Your 2024 ISA World Longboard Champion, Kai Salas for Hawaii.
The 2 steps, 4, all the way to another 5. What a great start for Kai Salas into a nice bolt up 10. Walks out cleanly and smooth and composed for another 10 and lift and lock and hold on his...
Feels amazing, and it's just proof, like, if you just, you know, bounce back and just put in the hard work, keep trying, no matter how old you are, or it's never too late, you know, just keep going for it.
In the open women's division, the copper medal goes to Zoe Gropiron for Team France.
Up into the high line, now carves back and resets as this wave has so much opportunity. It's a great wave.
The bronze medal goes to Natsumi Taoka for Team Japan.
As we take a look at a nice perched in 5 to 10 to start things off, draws a huge line as she carves back into the pocket.
The silver medal goes to Rachel Tilley for Team USA.
She's now locked in on the nose, currently silver medal position. Goes for that big stretched out solar kind of under the lip of that wave, digs into the rail, sets her line here as she comes through to the inside section.
Taking the gold medal, the 2024 ISA World Women's Longboard Champion, Honolua Bloomfield for Team Hawaii.
The inside throws that quick soul arch for the hang 5. Honolua getting a lot of work done on the outside section as well.
I was like paddling out for my heat, and Kai had a 9, and he was looking good, you know, so it kind of fired me up a little more than usual. And then for his heat to end and him get the gold, I was just like, now I just have to put my feet in the right places and get the right waves, and I can do it too. So it really fired me up and inspired me.
And the 2024 World Team Champion gold medal goes to Hawaii. That wraps up the 2024 Surf City El Salvador ISA World Longboard Championship.
They won the gold. Of course they won the gold. Our Hawaii team won the gold, and we are here for it. We support you folks. Good job, Chihu. Well, folks, that's another wrap for Fly Girls Surfing and Sports. Aloha, and thank you for being here. We'll see you next time.